Pre-calculus review. The first three questions, 1 through 3, you're going to simply find the vertex. Alright, so here's an example. Let's say that we have y equals to 3 times x minus 4 squared plus 5. When you work this problem, make sure that you pick the coordinate that is opposite that's inside the parentheses. So this is negative 4 or minus 4, so this is going to be positive 4. And whatever you see for this last number, what you see is what you get. That's a positive 5, so this is going to be a positive 5. So the vertex is 4, 5. Don't worry about that 3 in the front. That has nothing to do with the vertex of our parabola. So that's how you'll do 1 through 3. Now let's look at 4 through 6. Four through 6, you're going to use negative b over 2a to find the vertex of the quadratic. Alright, this is the one that we're going to have to use our calculators for because these are going to be fraction answers, so please be careful of these. Alright, so here's an example. The function of x is equal to 4x squared plus 7x minus 8. This is A, this is B. Please write parentheses down because we don't know if we got more than one negative involved. Alright, so B is 7. That's a positive 7, so we're good there. And A is a positive 4. Simplify this, we get negative 7 over 8. Now, I'm going to warn you, if you mess this up, then of course you mess up the whole problem. So you need to make sure you get the correct x. Alright, now we're going to take negative 7 eighths and plug it into each of these x's. So 4 parentheses negative 7 eighths squared plus 7 times negative 7 eighths minus 8. Okay, let me pull out my calculator. By the way, since I'm posting this to YouTube, y'all are more than welcome to share it. Maybe this video will go viral. No, I doubt that. There's not too many people who wants or cares about doing pre-calculus or watching it for their entertainment. Alright, so here we go. You want to put this exactly in your calculator. So I'm going to show you how to do this again so we all can get it correct. So there's 4 parentheses negative. Now hit the alpha button, y equals, and then the number 1. And that gives you 7 over 8. Don't forget to scroll it over. I've had students this week that have forgotten to scroll it over and they put their parentheses with the bottom 8. And by the way, that negative, it can go with the 7 and it can go with the 8, but I just stuck it out in the middle. So it's all going to give you the same answer. Now another thing a lot of y'all forgot to do is to square it. So make sure you press that square. Plus 7 times, let's go through this again. And this time I'm just going to put the negative up here on top because it means the same thing as the negative on the side. So these two are the same. Scroll it over, parentheses, minus 8. Now I look at my screen, I look at the problem on the right, and I see that everything is the same. So let's press enter, and you get negative 177 over 16. Alright, this is going to be your y. So now as a coordinate, we have negative 7/8 and negative 177 over 16. And there's your vertex. Alright, let's go to part 3 of your test. Part 3 is 7 through 9. Alright, you're going to complete the square. Okay, when you complete the square, this is where you take that middle term, divide it by 2, and then square it. And you bring it on both sides. So here's an example. Let's say we had the function of x is equal to x squared plus 8x minus 6. Alright, so I set this equal to 0. And let's bring this to the right. It says minus 6, so I'm going to add 6. If this had said plus 6, then you would subtract 6. So please be careful of that. So I have x squared plus 8x. Here's my blank. So I divide by 2 and square it. That's going to go here and also right here. Alright, 8 divided by 2 is 4. My answer goes here. 4 squared is 16. 16. Now, what I want to do is take this 4 and write it as a binomial times a binomial, or binomial squared. This is a positive 4, so I'm going to write plus 4. If this had been a negative inside the parentheses, then you're going to put a minus right here. Alright, this is equal to 6 plus 16, which is 22. Now let's bring this back over to the left side. That gives you x plus 4 squared minus 22 equals to, well, actually it would be the function of x is equal to that. To find the vertex, remember this is the opposite, negative 4, and what you see is what you get on this one, negative 22. And that's how you do 7 through 9. Alright, last part. Yeah, only 12 problems again this week. That seems like been a good number for us. So 10 through 12. 10 through 12, this is where I give you a vertex. Let's say 3, 5. And then a point on the graph. And we're going to say this is, I don't know, 7, 10. And we need to write the equation. Here's the formula again. Y equals to A times x minus h squared plus k. This is going to be your h and k, and this is going to be your x and y. Now I want y'all to plug in each one of these numbers into the equation. So y is 10. There's a. X is 7 minus 3 squared plus 5. Let's simplify. 7 minus 3 is 4 squared plus 5. 10 is equal to a times 16 plus 5, because 4 squared is 16. Take 5 away from both sides. 5 is equal to 16a. Divide by 16, divide by 16. So a equals to 5/16. Now once you get a, then you can plug it back in into our formula. So y equals to 5/16 times, you do not write the x and y, you just write out the letters x and y, and then we write in our vertex 3 and 5. And notice the formula says minus, so this is minus 3 squared plus 5. And there you have it. Alright, good luck everybody, and I'll see you soon.